Sunday the 5th of December, let's call it the start of our winter trip. On my way from the Chester area down to Leicester. It's Leicester Tigers at home to Harlequins this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Leicester Tigers are currently top of the Rugby Union Gallagher Premiership in England. 8 wins out of 8, and will be facing off at home to Harlequins, last year's champions. Both teams almost at full strength. Be a good indication as to how far Tigers have come from the last 4 or 5 years, which, to be frank, have been disappointing to say the least. The following weekend is the start of the European Cup competition, the Heineken Cup, and our first round draw sees us against Bordeaux in France. So I have the tunnel booked for early morning Thursday the 9th of December, and will either drive down in one or perhaps do an overnight halfway down, get down for Friday. Intending to stay there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Start the drive back early Monday morning to the tunnel and return to England around midnight on that Monday. The rules regarding travel are changing daily on the orders of governments both sides of the channel. I already appear to have bought a 2-day test, i.e. the test you do 2 days after returning to the UK, which is now useless because apparently you have to take a PCR test rather than the lateral flow. Also, I have booked the lateral flow test to be taken within 48 hours of my departure from England, to be picked up in Ashford, and I'll do the test on the Wednesday. I've already had my booster jab on the 15th of November, and that's been uploaded onto the NHS app, and I managed to scan it onto the French app as well. So we're good to get into venues once I've crossed the channel, hopefully, unless anything changes. Once back in England, I'll have to make plans as to where to spend Christmas and New Year. It'll depend on when I have to take the motorhome back to the dealership. Failed its hab check as the ELB unit blew up while they had it on charge. They've ordered a new one, but they don't know when it's going to arrive. Could be before Christmas or after. So I'll have to remain flexible. Also, in the meantime, that means I have to be very careful about keeping the leisure batteries topped up, do sufficient driving, or being hooked up and just using the 240 volt electric system. Because obviously at this time of year we're not getting much solar power, but the bit we are getting is at least trickling it up to full again. Hopefully we will not have any problems while we're away, as it will involve a lot of driving, therefore the batteries should remain in a good state. Once Christmas and New Year are over, the next round of the Heineken Cup, which will involve travel, is Connaught away. That's in Galway, in Ireland, and again I've booked the ferries for that, and on return from Ireland I'll be heading straight down to the tunnel again and through France to the south of Spain, where there are 2 Rugby World Cup Sevens tournaments, in first Malaga and then the following weekend Seville, taking place in the last 2 weekends in January. So that seems a good time to stay in the south of Spain, catch up with some sun, but I haven't made any plans what I'm actually going to do there. I think we'll suck it and see once we're actually in situ. In between the 2 Heineken Cup away games, Tigers will obviously have some league games to play, as well as the home Heineken Cup ties against the 2 teams I mentioned before. And obviously I'll try to get to as many of those as possible, but it'll have to fit in around the Motorhome ELB being fixed or replaced, should I say. Anyway, that's all for now. Hit the M6, and even on Sunday concentration's needed, so I'll catch you later. The hallowed turf of Welford Road, nearly 3 hours before kick-off, and we're just going to go and find a parking space for the night. So, having parked in a nearby side street on a residence parking permit given to me by a friend, we're heading up to the Robert Peel for a pre-match drink or 2. So here we are, coming up to the Sir Robert Peel. Small little pub, there's good real ales, and about 600 metres from Welford Road Stadium. Mandela Park, a new hotel in front of Welford Road, and just poking out to the right hand side of it, Welford Road itself. And the crowd streaming there, still an hour to go before the match. And you're now looking down the back of the Breeden stand, more commonly known as the Crumbie, which holds a seated area above a terraced area. 1 minute on the clock, 2 points in it. Yeah! The clock is at 0. Tigers just need to catch the line out that they're putting into, then get the ball off the pitch.
Come on!
Idiots. And we've blown it. Crowds streaming away from Welford Road after a deserved just 16-14 win over last season's champions Harlequins. Time for a few celebratory pints, methinks. Tuesday the 7th of December, just heading over the Dartford crossing, heading towards Maidstone to pick up some COVID testing kits in advance of the trip. Spent last night in a car park in Harpenden, just to stop over, just to break the trip and to order the said kits. After Maidstone, carry on to Ashford, where another kit awaits. Obviously trying to keep the cost of the kits down, shop around, and at least I don't have to go out of my way. The routes follow each other, Maidstone onto Ashford, and then onto the Folkestone Tunnel Terminal. Catch you later. We picked up the Fit to Fly lateral flow test in Ashford. I'm due to fly out on Thursday the 9th, so I took the test straight away. It was negative, and I've scanned it in, and hopefully my certificate should come soon. So now we're in the wilds of Kent, just driving down towards Folkestone and the tunnel terminal. I'm going to try and find out if I can get an earlier train, providing it's not going to be too costly. Wednesday the 8th of December, and heading into the Channel Tunnel. We managed to get a train a day earlier. Cost a bit more, but probably worth it to get down in a more leisurely fashion to Bordeaux. Exactly 35 minutes after setting off at 5:20 in the morning UK time, we are in Calais, just ready to disembark. Thursday the 9th of December. We've just left Bonneval. It's 9:15 in the morning. Another lovely day for about a 4-hour drive. We're going to end up just north of Bordeaux, searching for another little stopover place, so that it's just about a 3/4 of an hour drive into Bordeaux on the Friday. It was a great stopover in Bonneval. 4 vans in the temporary air that was set up to take the place of the real air, which is currently occupied by the Christmas market in Bonneval. Fortunately, I didn't get to go to the Christmas market because it's not yet open. Bit of a shame that. I consoled myself by finding a bar and consumed a few rosés with some very convivial locals. I do love this travelling lark. Anyway, it's going to be a bit of a featureless drive. I'll turn the camera back on if anything worthy is happening. Catch you later. Searching for an air at Barbezieux-Saint-Hilaire. There's apparently 2 round here. If in doubt, look for the sign saying Bar Press Tabac. Bound to be open in the afternoon when everything else isn't. Friday the 10th of December, about 10 in the morning, and we're making the last little hop. Had a really good evening last night with a number of rugby fans in a rugby bar. It wasn't specific to any particular team, they just liked rugby. There had plenty of trophies, scarves, flags from all across France and one or two others. Leicester was there, and a good night was had by all. So that's where we're heading. Yet again, it's been a very interesting drive through the centre of Bordeaux. Roadworks galore, having to drive into oncoming traffic. Quite interesting. None of the city centre parking spots worked out, so we're heading to the camping Bordeaux Lac. Found it quite easy to get a tram or a bus down into the centre. Camping du Lac in Bordeaux. About £17 a night I'm paying with hookup. Very well presented site. Now on a tram, heading towards the centre of Bordeaux.
Good win. C'est l'équipe interne.
It's half time at Bordeaux. The scores are level. Absolutely cracking atmosphere. Come on, the Tigre! Merci beaucoup. Merci, monsieur.
Sur le terrain de Chaban, l'équipe de Lyon.
Hey! Tigers! Tigers! Hey! Brilliant! Brilliant, lads. Well done. And the bars around the ground are also absolutely still packed. It really has been a tremendous experience. We're back to Calais after the successful match against Bordeaux, and we've driven for about 4 hours, and we're going to pull up in an air somewhere between Tours and Le Mans again.
You put your heart on a letter to chase it away. Got sun, and it's all because of you. Hey, what's gonna give you more time forever? Know what they say, only time will tell. You know what they say, it never really can.
Monday the 13th of December. We had a stopover in Durtal last night. Sunday, not much going on, no bars open, so I've got an early night. And set off at about 9:30 this morning, heading up to Calais. We'll stop somewhere on the way for a bite to eat. So we're going back into the UK, to England, go check on the parents, and then take in the weekend's game against Connacht, the second group stage of the same competition. In the meantime, it might be of interest to you to find out approximately what I've spent on this trip. Remembering I came out on the Wednesday by Eurotunnel, returning on the Monday, and we've had a mixture of a campsite and free airs. So back onto the road. Catch you later.